You made it! Welcome to part 5 of my insanely long DVD update! Give yourself a round of applause. You've made it all the way to part 5, really. You deserve it. You deserve it. Time to finish this off with the last 7 movies. Well, technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Technically 9 in a bonus disc, but who's counting? So, first I'm going to talk about is The Adventures of Indiana Jones. It's the trilogy, plus it's got a disc of bonus material. And I haven't actually seen these in a long time. I've seen parts of them when I was growing up. But the reason I got this mostly is because I'm a completionist and I have Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So I figured I might as well get these. Eventually I am going to sit down and watch these because these are a classic. It's Harrison Ford, great actor, one of my favorites, so these are worth watching. Fight Club with Edward Norton and Brad Pitt. I had never seen this prior to getting it, but I found it for a few bucks used, so I decided to pick it up. People had said it was good. I was impressed with it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great movie. It proved to me that even though Helena Bonham Carter might have a few issues right here, everything below here looks pretty good on her. It taught me not to trust Edward Norton or Brad Pitt if I ever think they might be suffering from any sort of mental issues. And it also taught me about the process of making soap. So it was educational. It was good. It was funny. Meatloaf is in it. He plays a guy who got testicular cancer and developed boobs. So that's kind of interesting to see Meatloaf playing a guy with boobs. Daredevil Director's Cut. Haven't really had a chance to watch this one yet, but I've seen Daredevil before, and I enjoy the film Daredevil, so I'm assuming the director's cut should be just as good. 21 with Kevin Spacey. Another one, haven't had a chance to sit down and watch, but I've read the book. I thought the book was great. I've picked this up. I've got a lot of movies I do need to sit down and watch that I haven't seen. This one's about kids who go to MIT and they learn how to count cards, and they start like taking Vegas and Atlantic City and all the big casinos for money, and it's based on a true story, and Kevin Spacey helped produce it, and I've heard good things. I enjoyed the book, so that's why I picked it up. It's also got Lawrence Fishburne in it, and I think her name is Kate Bosworth. Yeah, Kate Bosworth. So I do look forward to checking this one out. This is my one drama one. And now we're going to wrap up with 3 comedies. The first one is Blades of Glory, starring Will Ferrell and John Heder. See? It's got a very plain disc, which surprised me. I would have thought they would have done something really special for this one, but what are you going to do? This one, it's a movie I like. I don't really remember what kind of reviews it got, but I really enjoyed it. And it's got a great comedy cast. It's got Will Ferrell. It's got John Heder. It's got Craig T. Nelson, Will Arnett, Amy Poehler, Jenna Fischer. It's pretty decent as a skating movie. Pretty solid there. I just love it because it's hilarious. It introduced me to the Black Eyed Peas song "My Humps" because there's a part where Will Ferrell's on a treadmill. He's like, "There's only one song we skate to, and it's My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas. My humps, my lovely lady lumps. I'm gonna get you love drunk, get you love," and he's like singing it, and it's just an awesome scene. Get Shorty with John Travolta and Danny DeVito, Gene Hackman, and Rene Russo. Yes, I got all the names right. And this one is basically where John Travolta plays. I forget exactly what he plays. I think he was like a loan. Yeah, he's a loan shark, Chili Palmer, and he's bored with the business, so he goes to LA to collect a debt from Harry Zim, who's Gene Hackman. And even though he talks tough, he pitches a script idea to Harry, and basically he's swept into Hollywood, and they try and get a star played by Danny DeVito, and he tries to romance a queen of B movies, and it really, I thought it was funny, I thought it was impressive, I enjoyed it, I liked it. I want to see the sequel be cool that has DeVito, Travolta, I think Russo and Hackman are back in it, and it's got The Rock, and it's got modern stars too, and it takes place in the music industry. And to wrap this one up, I wanted to wrap it up with something I've seen, something that I like, something that's a favorite film. Small Soldiers with Tommy Lee Jones as Major Chip Hazard and Frank Langella, if I'm saying that right. Yeah, Frank Langella as Archer, emissary of the Gorgonites. And this just has a great cast all around. It's got Kirsten Dunst, it's got Gregory Smith, it's got Jay Moore, it's got the late great Phil Hartman, it's got Kevin Dunn, it's got Dennis Leary. All of Major Chip Hazard's men are voiced by the Dirty Dozen, which was like Ernest Borgnine and a bunch of other people who I forget. And then the Gorgonites are voiced by like Harry Shearer and I forget who the other guys are, but they're the members of Spinal Tap. That's a parody band. This is Spinal Tap. Don't know if anybody's ever seen it. If anybody even knows what it is. They recently did a new album. They voiced the Gorgonites. So that's really awesome and epic, and love this one. So anyway, if you guys want to contact me and tell me how my video was too long and how I did too many of these, comment down below. If you guys want to, look me up anywhere on the internet, I'm twitter.com/DanStransky, about.me/HollywoodLights1992. That's got all of my other links. It's got a link to my Tumblr, Twitter, DeviantArt. I think my Goodreads is up on there. My blog from themindofdan92.blogspot.com. Shout out really quick to NerdGirl20, who is a female Canadian YouTuber. She's 16, but she's a film buff. And I've enjoyed watching her videos. And I just want to warn you, though, she's like a ball of energy. I mean, like, she's all over the place in her videos. It's like 1 minute she's like this, then she's talking like this, then she's talking like this, then she's talking... And her energy level just goes through the roof. And I think that's great. I really do. It's great seeing, somebody younger and of the opposite sex being interested in films the way somebody like me is, and then the tier of 35-year-old obsessies. I didn't say that. So anyway, this was a huge update, and if Nerd Girl decided to watch these, if this was one update, hey Nerd Girl, can you imagine how big my collection must be if this was one update that spanned about 3 months? Yeah, I went there. But no, really, check her out. If you like me, subscribe to me. If you like her, go subscribe to her. She's great. Until next time, this is Dan signing off.